Hello to all class 12 students. In class we were doing factors, determinants of supply, right? The name of the lesson is, number of the lesson is lesson number 5. The name is theory of supply. Theory of what? Supply. And we were doing determinants of supply. Yes, today we did price of the commodity and goal of the producer. And this is what we have done, and today we'll be doing, moving forward with the third one, that is your input prices. Input prices. Right, children? So, input prices. Now, at higher prices of input, if the prices are higher, किसके of input, the profit margin will reduce. The profit margin will reduce. So the supply will also reduce. Right? Now the input prices are the prices of input. Right? If the prices of input are higher, the price will also become higher because of the higher cost of production. And if the cost of production rises or the price rises, the margin profit, due to the higher cost, the margin profit reduces. This leads the producer to supply less. So at higher prices, the higher price of input, the demand supplied is less. Right? Now, if the producer have to pay higher prices to secure the factors of production needed for production commodity, its cost of production will rise. So if the producer is paying more, for labor, paying more for raw material, if for this the producer is paying more, then what is happening? The cost is rising. The cost is rising. This will lead to rising price. प्राइस भी बढ़ जाएगा, जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा? मार्जिन ऑफ प्रॉफिट क्या हो जाएगा? Will reduce. So at the higher prices of input, the supply reduces and vice versa. Now the next one, this is the third one. Third one was prices of input, right? Now we'll read the fourth one. The fourth one is prices of related commodities. Fourth one, prices of related commodities. So whenever I talk about related goods, always remember that related goods are substitute good and complementary goods. Now when we talk about price of related goods, here specifically we are talking about what? Substitute goods, right? Now, if the prices of other commodities are rising, while the price of commodity under question remains constant, producer will find more profitable to produce other commodities. Here we are talking about what? Substitute goods. Here we are talking about substitute goods. If price of commodity rises and the other commodity price remains constant, so the producer will find it to produce commodity with higher price. Let's take an example. If tea is there and coffee, these both goods are what? Substitute of each other. Tea and coffee are the substitute of each other. If the price of tea rises, right, then the producer and the price of coffee does not rises. So the producer would like to produce more of tea, because producing more of tea gives the producer more profit margin. Okay, because the producer likes to produce those products whose price rises. So टी को वो क्या करेगा, टी की सप्लाई करना शुरू कर देगा, टी के प्रोडक्शन में लग जाएगा, क्योंकि टी का प्राइस क्या कर रहा है, राइज कर रहा है, कॉफी का नहीं कर रहा है. तो अंडर so when we talk about the price of related goods, it becomes very important that first of all we have to keep in mind that what are related goods. Related goods are of two types: complementary goods and substitute goods. But when we read this, we basically are talking about substitute goods only. So when the price of one substitute good rises, the producer like to produce that particular product only with the rise price, because it gives him more margin of profit, right? Same way, as consequence, the supply of commodity under question will fall. For instance, a farmer can grow various vegetables on a given private piece of land. एक और एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं. एक फार्मर क्या कर सकता है, एक पीस ऑफ लैंड में बहुत सारे क्या कर सकता है, वेजिटेबल्स या फ्रूट्स उगा सकता है. ठीक है, लेकिन वो उसी को उगाता है, वो फार्मर अपनी लैंड में उसी वेजिटेबल को उगाना पसंद करता है जिसका प्राइस क्या है, हायर है. हालांकि उसके पास सब्स्टिट्यूट है कि चाहे वो प्याज, चाहे तो वो प्याज उगाए या आलू उगाए या मटर उगाए, लेकिन जिसका प्राइस क्या है, ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि ये सारी वेजिटेबल्स है, वेजिटेबल्स एक दूसरे के सब्स्टिट्यूट होती हैं. तो लेकिन जिसका प्राइस उसे ज़्यादा मिलेगा वो उसी को उगाना पसंद करेगा, तो उसकी सप्लाई बढ़ जाएगी. तो जिन गुड्स, जो रिलेटेड गुड्स का प्राइस बढ़ जाता है, उनका प्रोडक्शन भी बढ़ जाता है, क्योंकि उससे ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट मिलता है. राइट, दिस वन इज द फोर्थ. नाउ लेट्स कम टू फिफ्थ वन. The fifth one is technique of production. A better technology, a better or improved technology increases the efficiency and what? The supply increases, right? Increase the efficiency and reduces the cost, and wastage. So the supply increases. अगर आपके पास अच्छी टेक्नोलॉजी है, आप बहुत अच्छी टेक्निक का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, बेहतरीन मशीनरीज, अपडेटेड मशीनरीज का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, इम्प्रोवाइज टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, तो इस केस में क्या होगा, इस केस में ये होगा कि आपका बेटर प्रोडक्शन होगा, क्योंकि कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाएगा एंड एफिशिएंसी बढ़ जाएगी. कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाएगा, एफिशिएंसी बढ़ जाएगी, साथ में वेस्टेज भी कम हो जाएगा, जिसकी वजह से आपको क्या हो जाएगा, कॉस्ट कम हो जाएगा. कॉस्ट कम होने की वजह से क्या होता है, प्रॉफिट मार्जिन हमेशा क्या जाता है, बढ़ जाता है. तो जैसे ही प्रॉफिट मार्जिन बढ़ेगा कॉस्ट कम होने की वजह से, क्या होगा, आपकी सप्लाई भी बढ़ जाएगी. ठीक है, राइट. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस. नेक्स्ट इज पॉलिसी ऑफ टैक्सेशन एंड सब्सिडीज. सिक्स्थ इज policy of taxation and subsidy. Now, if the policy of the government is to provide the producer with subsidies मतलब छूट, चाहे बिजली में छूट मिल रही है, चाहे सिलेंडर के ऊपर छूट मिल रही है, प्रोडक्शन के लिए जो सिलेंडर्स यूज होते हैं उनके ऊपर छूट मिल रही है, चाहे पेट्रोलियम के ऊपर छूट मिल रही है, ये सारी चीज़ें जो कि प्रोडक्शन में यूज हो रही हैं. तो इस केस में क्या है, अगर सरकार क्या कर रही है, छूट दे रही है और टैक्सेस भी कम कर रही है, तो ऐसे में क्या है, कम टैक्स देना पड़ेगा प्रोड्यूसर्स को, और प्रोड्यूसर विल फील फ्री टू प्रोड्यूस मोर, दे विल बी एनकरेज टू प्रोड्यूस मोर। इस केस में क्या होगा, वो ज़्यादा अच्छा प्रोडक्शन करके उसको सप्लाई करेंगे तो सप्लाई बढ़ जाएगी। लेकिन अगर क्या टैक्सेशन बहुत हाई है, सब्सिडीज बहुत लो है, तो इस केस में क्या होगा, प्रोड्यूसर्स विल नॉट फाइंड इट feasible to produce more. So in that case what will happen, the production will reduce and so the supply will also reduce. Now expectation about the future prices. Expectation about the future prices. Now if the producer feels that or he comes to know that in the near future the prices of a particular product are going to rise, या अगर सपोज कीजिए कि एक प्रोड्यूसर है वो पेन बनाता है और उसे पता चलेगा कि पेन का आने वाले टाइम में प्राइसेस बढ़ने वाले हैं, तो वो क्या करेगा, पेन की सप्लाई को अभी कम कर देगा ताकि वो आने वाले टाइम में पेन की सप्लाई बढ़ा सके और ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट कमा सके। ठीक है, तो इस केस में क्या होगा, आपकी सप्लाई अभी घट जाएगी। लेकिन अगर प्रोड्यूसर को ये लगता है कि आने वाले टाइम में प्राइसेस पेन के गिरने वाले हैं या प्राइसेस पेन के फॉल होने वाले हैं, तो इन दैट केस द प्रोड्यूसर will supply more at today's price only. So in this case the supply will increase. So it highly depends, the supply of a commodity highly depends upon the expectation, future expectation of the prices, right? Now prices, so producer expects about future market prices affect the supply of a good. If producer expects an increase in the price of a commodity, he is going to reduce the supply at current time. And if the producer expects the price to rise in the near future, he will reduce the supply. So this is how it happens. Natural factors. Here we basically, when we talk about natural factors, we talk about flood and earthquakes and drought and famines. So basically this is related to agricultural products. So if due to some natural factors, due to say heavy rain or flood, the agriculture product has there is destruction or there is totally ruined the whole crop or the whole harvest ruined due to this heavy rainfall, in this case what will happen? In this case the production of particular agriculture commodity will fall, and so the supply will also fall in the market. If suppose it's the season for rice and it did not rain, because rice need a lot of water but it did not rain, and so the the production of the rice will fall, and so if the production of rice falls, the availability of rice in the market will also fall, right? So this is how it happens. So natural factors also affects the supply to a great extent. All right. Now let's talk about the other factor. The other factors are agreement among producers. 10th factor is agreement among producers. Now at times what happens, at times producers they just do a contract or they agree, they just agree to do something among themselves, and they decide whether to increase the price or decrease the price, or they at times decide whether to contract the supply or expand the supply. So at times the producer, it is the mutual consent of the producer to handle or to control or to regulate the supply of a particular product, right? So in this case, a great extent the supply is affected to a great extent. Sometimes producer may form a pool and enter into agreement. So what do? They form pool. They form pool and enter agreement. Right? They enter what? They enter agreement to restrict the supply. To restrict the supply. In order to do what? In order to create artificial scarcity. so as to rise price. So exactly the producers are doing? Producers have formed a group. They have formed a pool. They formed a pool, and they have decided to restrict the supply in order to create what an artificial lack in artificial unavailability of the products, so that the prices rise. Whenever the products are in short in the market, the prices rises, and they are doing it intentionally. At times the producers are doing it intentionally in order to earn what? In order to earn higher profits. So what exactly is happening here? Here the supply is being regulated by few producers, right? Next one, and like is the last, availability of transport and communication facility. Availability of transport and communication facility. Now, if the communication facility and transport facility is poor, now what will happen if you don't have a, if the producers don't have a, or if a country don't have a good transport facility or a good communication facility? What will happen? The product will not reach to the required places, or the product will not reach at the correct time. So what will happen here? Here the supply is going to reduce. So the infrastructure, basically the infrastructure plays a great role and also regulates the supply of a commodity. The supply of a commodity depends upon the type of transport and communication facility available in the economy. And improvised transport and communication facilities leads a very easy way of supply, and the supply easily, or the product easily reaches to the different part of the country and the economy. So if the transport facility and the communication facilities are latest and good, then in this case the people are going to receive what? They are going to receive the product easily, and the supply will automatically increase. So the good transportation facility will lead to higher supply, and the poor transport facility will lead to what? Lower supply. Now we'll read about supply function. Supply function. Now, what is supply function? Supply function, the supply function is a statement which states, a statement which states the relationship between quantity supplied of a commodity, the relationship between supply of a commodity and its determinants. Right? Now, how the supply of a commodity is related to its determinants, how the supply of commodity is related to its factors. This relationship is what is the supply function. Now, if we do it this way, supply of x, this is S stands for supply of x, we are talking about supply of x function. So, price of x, whatever factors we have read here, we are going to write them in the short forms. Price of x, price of related goods, then goal of the firm, then future expectations, then prices of factors of production, prices of factors of production, government taxation policy, government की taxation policy, and M transportation policies. So here what is happening? Supply function is, what does it say? Basically supply function is determinants which affect supply or factors which affect supply. So when we write them in equation manner or in a mathematical manner, this is what known as supply function. So these all are the things we have read just now as a factor. Supply of X is affected by price of X, price of related good, government policies, future price expectation, then price of factors of production, right, goal of the firm, and what? And your transportation and communication facilities. So students, these were the factors which affect the supply of a commodity, and we have done supply function also. And rest of the video we'll do, rest of the part of the chapter we'll do in the next video. Till then, stay at home and keep doing your work.